Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to Connect In. Connect In is a weekly experience about the importance of getting out of our head and getting back into our heart. I'm Damini Celebrate, and it is my passion, my desire, my love to help connect you into your intuition, into your inner guidance, and into the truth of who you are, so you can live as your brightest, best self. And that's not all unicorns and fairy tales. Living as your brightest, best self is following your truth, your heart, your dreams, and not conforming into somebody else's story, vision, ideas. And I do that mostly by combining the power of creativity and the power of healing arts, because I do believe that we can transform into our truest selves by using creativity, because creativity all comes from the realm of our intuition and our heart, aka our body wisdom. So I know that was a lot to digest. Just take that all in for a sec. What I like to do at the beginning of each Connect In is do a practice of getting out of our head and back into our body and our heart. And I'd like to invite you to do that with me. So I'm going to invite you to soften your eyes, feel your butt on the chair. Obviously, if you're driving, keep your eyes open. It's easier that way and safer. But for the rest of you that are listening and you are not operating a vehicle, feel the weight of your body on your chair, feel your feet on the floor, whether you have your shoes on or not. And allow your eyes to soften. They don't have to close, but just allow your eyes to soften. When your eyes are soft, you're automatically coming down into your heart space. When your eyes are wide open and you're looking, you're using your mind. So, soft eyes, butt on the chair, feet on the ground. Now go ahead and take a long, deep breath down into your belly. Let your breath begin to go down, hence take your intention down, and slowly begin the process of coming out of your head. I'm going to play a little bit of a singing bowl right now, just to create some sacred space. Bring your breath down to your belly. And down to your feet. Breath, belly, feet. Let your breath travel all the way down to your toes. And if you start thinking, or you start going, how long is this going to take? Blah, 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 blah. Breath, belly, feet. Invite your breath to come down into your hips, down to your knees, into your toes. Wiggle your toes. If you want to get out of your head, you have to go to the furthest part of your body. And that, my loves, are your toes, your feet. Breath, belly, feet. This mantra or this chant of breath, belly, feet can help ground you, can help you get back inside yourself, can help you connect to your truth in your heart quicker than anything else. So bring your breath down to your belly. Down into your hips. Really imagine, because your energy can follow what you imagine, your breath coming all the way down your legs and into your feet. Take a moment and just notice how you feel in your body right now. No judgment, just noticing. Now let's ever so slowly track our breath coming all the way down, starting with the breath coming into your mouth, into your throat. Imagine your breath kind of inspiring, filling you up, expanding you while it's grounding you. Bring your breath down to your throat, into your chest. Let it fill up your diaphragm, which is at the bottom of your rib cage. Allow your breath to come fully into your belly, filling up the front, sides, and back of your torso. Let your breath drop into your hips, into your sacrum, and if you want, you can imagine your breath helping you wag your tail. Now imagine your breath coming all the way down the bones and flesh of your legs, into your knees, lower legs, calves, ankles, down into your feet. Now imagine this breath leaving the bottom of your feet and becoming a long, thick root, like a taproot. And imagine that taproot traveling all the way down to the center of the earth, and feel those roots kind of wrap around the core of the earth. And what that does is it anchors you. And notice how that feels in your body when you're all the way down into your feet. Okay, one more breath to belly to feet. Now, if you like, you can keep your eyes soft. And take a moment and again, just reflect on how you feel in your body. Do you feel a little calmer? A little heavier? That's exactly what should be happening. Great. And why is breath, belly, feet so important in the realm of transformation through creativity? Right? When I'm talking about connecting into your truth, connecting into that full potential of who you are, if you start thinking about what that is, your mind is going, what? I have ideas, I have a plan, I have a degree, I have a job, I have responsibilities, I have blah, blah, blah. I have to, should, could, right? They are all the realm of the brain and our mind, which is really helpful at a certain time. But to come back in, to live as your truest self, it's so important to come back into your heart, come back into your body. Okay? Our body guides us, guides our intuition actually, by felt senses. What we feel internally, like those six senses, some people call that intuition, but also by emotions, by what we feel, by sensations in our body, right? That is how we navigate the realm of our truth, the realm of our heart, or our soul's truth, if you like to know. And so, why this is important to keep having this practice of breath, belly, feet, right? You got to come out of the head and back into your body. Once you're in your body, then you can start paying attention to these feelings and sensations. Sometimes they're pleasant feelings and sensations, and guess what? Sometimes they're not. Right? And we all know this. When we are totally on fire and we are in the flow of our life, right? It's almost like you can just keep moving through your life and there's easefulness, grace, if you will. But that is the realm of following your body wisdom and your heart, right? I think of our body as leading us kind of the roadmap, if you will. And our heart is the compass, and the roadmap and the heart keep guiding us to the highest expression of who we are, right? So when we are in this thinking, I can, shoulda, woulda, coulda world, that's the realm of the mind, right? When you want to kind of tap in to your fullest potential, it is coming back into your body simply by practicing breath, belly, feet, and learning to trust. And that's a hard and easy word, right? To trust where your heart is leading you. And a really good example of that is when you say something like, maybe you're looking at your closet and it's like, I want to wear this today. And you're like, oh, no way, blah, 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 blah. And then you pick up something that you haven't worn in a really long time. You're like, oh, yeah, that's what I want, right? That is your heart's yes. Believe it or not, that is a really simple way to begin to trust what your body is feeling. And I actually think it's the easiest way to practice. Like, you can't say, should I come into this relationship or leave this relationship or start this job or blah, 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 right away, right? Because you're going to second guess yourself. But the more you trust your intuition, the more you trust your heart's yes, the easier it is to follow it. And so where does creativity come in on this, right? Creativity, or embodied creativity, is, I like to think about it, which is movement and drawing and painting and doodling and collaging and free writing, all of those things plus more. They give your heart permission to start to look at, to understand, to excavate truths, to to uncover things that are holding you back, right? You know, like, you can't say to yourself, tell me about the thing that you were most afraid of, because that thing is being blocked right here. Not going there. We're gonna just not let all those feelings come up to our head. But when you work with creativity, you are stepping into the realm of heart and soul, and it is there that you begin to untangle and understand your truth. And it's simply by putting paint to paper or pen to paper, whatever that is. And that is the whole soulscape process. That is the alchemy of creativity, if you will. So how does this all apply to life, right? As you begin to practice breath, belly, feet, as you begin to trust the inner guidance of your body and heart, then you can begin to make decisions that are for your fullest expression of you, that have nothing to do with the mind. And so a really good example is you may have noticed that I have been away for a couple weeks. And it's because I had the opportunity to go to France and paint. And I could tell you my mind was twirling on all the reasons why this should not happen, including you're not good enough, you don't have the money, you can't take the time off, blah, 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 blah. And really, who do you think you are right now in the middle of world events to do something that means a lot to you? I know all these things came up. And all I can do is do breath, belly, feet to come into my body and my heart and ask, is this something that is fulfilling for me? Is this something that's going to allow me to step into more and more of who I am? Right? And obviously I went, and it was challenging. I definitely was outside my comfort zone with the community I was with the management of paints that I rarely use outside in the world. So sometimes the journey of your heart's yes and living as your brightest best self isn't all, oh my God, this was amazing. Sometimes it's a challenge, but they're growth challenges. They're challenges that help you move these little filaments of cobwebs that are holding us back from being ourselves, to being the highest expression of ourselves. And I am so glad I went. Yes, I had a great time. And yes, I was really getting my buttons pushed. But I knew that I was going to get exactly what I needed because I came back into breath, belly, feet, trusting where my body was leading me, trusting that my heart has our highest vision always in the holding that direction, right? And so we face these things all the time. It may be going to France, it may be going across the street, it may be talking to somebody about something that is very dear to your heart, and you're not quite sure that this person is going to receive or appreciate what you're sharing, right? The most important thing that you can do is take a moment, pause, breath, belly, feet, feel into your body, right? Feel into all the feelings and sensations there and say, is this the right thing for me to do in this moment? And feel for that yes or that no. Okay. This is one layer of the creative alchemy process, one layer of exploring your internal landscape or your soulscape. But this is an important layer of how to live life heart-centered, right? Breath, belly, feet. Feel for that heart's yes. It's especially important when you are in crowds, in a rush. Like, how do you learn to trust yourself on the dime, right? And the more that you practice breath, belly, feet, the more that you can kind of get in line with yourself quickly. How's that all sitting with you? I know. So Creative Alchemy is a membership that I offer. And in this membership, no matter what experience you have with putting a pen to paper or doodling or drawing, right? They're just tools for your heart. But if you want to really allow yourself to live as your brightest best self, if you want to begin to untangle those things, known or not known, that are holding you back, I invite you to join the Creative Alchemy community. Each month, we explore one aspect through embodied creativity, through meditations like breath, belly, feet, through all kinds of energetic medicine concepts. So you can kind of get a little bit more under the facade of I am, or I want to be at least, back into your who your heart, or what, who your heart says you are. So you could pop over to DiminiCelebrate.com, check out the Creative Alchemy community. Also, if you're liking what you're hearing, please subscribe, like, and share this to your best bud, somebody who you think that this conversation really can serve them, help them. And it's been a real pleasure to be with you all today, and reach out if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, and I will see you next week. So until then, this week I invite you to practice breath, belly, feet. Where is your heart? Where is your heart guiding you today? And start with something small, like should I wear this or not? All right, my loves. So thank you so much, and I will speak to you next week.